West side, compo, let's it's him. It's him, compo, let's compo, let's west side, compo, let's west side, compo, let's west side, compo, let's S-U-R-E-N-O, compo, let's U-R-E-N-O. If don't know now, you know K-A-M-P-O-L-E-R-O. Compo, let's U-R-E-N-O. Tonight is definitely a late night. Compo, let's compo, let's compo, let's compo, let's compo, let's compo, let's
Tonight is definitely a late night. What's up, homies? What's up, everybody out there, subscribers? Shout out to Blue Devil, TheHaterWorld. What's up? You see me on that shit? Shit was dope. First of all, first and foremost, this is right after the show. I'm barely gonna put this out, but so if you're like, hey, motherfucker, you wearing those clothes yesterday or whatever? Nah, it's the same night. But anyway, I just need to apologize for my last video because I looked at it again, but I should have did it the first time. Man, it sounded like dog shit. I don't know if I should just tell it again or you guys get the fucking picture. Maybe I should tell it again, or should I tell it again? Because that one was horrible. You know what I mean? And basically the whole point of it was I was just pointing out that, like, don't underestimate anybody because there's this crazy little motherfucking dude that ran with the whites, though. But it doesn't matter because we all got him. And he looked like a straight nerd, you know what I mean? Straight bottle cap, glasses, like nerdy looking dude. And I'm not talking shit, but I'm just saying what it was, you know. And everybody was looking at this cat like, what the fuck? What's he doing here? Because some people really don't fit, you know what I mean? Profiling or not, they really don't fit. And what happened was, and as I showed in my video, or said in my video, excuse me, is when dude was walking, like, we're at the table with this nerdy cat that just got out the shoe that day, and he was sitting at my table, and this other white dude was walking, like, basically leaving the chow hall behind him. This little guy, nerdy dude, jumped up and just with the fucking blades and she's like, cut him like sick with it, and you know what I mean? And then still reached up and grabbed his fucking plate, you know what I mean? That kind of shit. And we're like, what the fuck? And it turned out later when I was in the shoe again, a lawyer came to my door, to my cell door, and to ask if I could help with anything concerning his client, which is that little nerdy dude, you know. And I was like, man, I don't talk to people, you know what I mean? I don't talk whatever. He goes, I'm in this. I'm trying to save him from the death penalty. You know what I mean? I said, death penalty? That fool died, the other one, or what, you know? And I don't remember the answer. I really don't. But they were trying to give him death penalty. But apparently the reason also is because this guy had, he was there for murder or a few murders. He had one, or I don't know how many in the state. He was like butchering people. Like, this is like a little fucking killer. You know what I mean? And I underestimated that. Like, it wasn't directed towards me, the underestimation. It was just to go to show you. You know what I mean? We're like, look at this nerdy motherfucker, and next thing you know, what? It fucking turns out to be a fucking killer, you know what I mean? And people make that mistake every single day. So that's basically what the video was about. So, but what I did, because I got a couple comments, but they're real comments, and they said, basically I sound like a fucking uneducated, not a piece of shit, an uneducated dummy. And I'm not super educated, but I'm not super not educated, you know what I'm saying? Dude, I got my high school diploma. I got some college fucking scores, you could say. But to let you guys know how basically where I dropped out of high school, I got a diploma, but a good enough diploma, GED. I didn't get it. I passed it first time. But it's funny because when I got into the state, I tested. They test you right away, right? You know. And when I tested, my scores came out 7.2 grade level. 7.2 was like 7th grade, second month, you know. But then after going to the holes in the shoe and the shoe and the shoes or whatever. And all I would do is read. I'd read. And how I used to read a book, because I didn't comprehend. I've always been a smart reader. I just couldn't comprehend what I was reading. I didn't know the definitions of all this shit. So, I got nothing but time in that bitch. You know what I mean? So, what I would do is I started reading. I said, you know what? Because I used to read books like this. I'd be like, one time old Trevor he's about to hop on his horse and blah, 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 blah. Next thing you know, he's riding across the land and blah, 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 blah. You know what I mean? And the blah, 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 blah would be words that I don't comprehend. I don't know the definition of. You know? Like, there's a lot of them, you know? And I was like, fuck. So when I would read a book, I would miss fucking at least half of it, because like every X amount of words, I didn't understand what the word was. So like, and I would just either go blah, 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 or I just blank past it. So at the end of a book, I didn't have a true understanding of that book. So when people say, hey, fool, what you think of that book? I'd be like, oh, it's all right, you know, whatever. Or maybe I picked up on some good parts, you know what I mean? But I wasn't able to get the true understanding of it, what it was, because I didn't know all the words, you know? And to read a book and know it all the way from beginning to end, that's something, you know what I mean? So what I decided to do was like, fuck it. You know, you can never learn too much. So what I did was I got a dictionary, of course. I had a thesaurus also, but I got my dictionary and I put it next to the book. And whatever the book was I was reading, I'd open it up and I'd start reading. Boop, 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 boop. And as soon as I come to the first, because you can't cheat, because the only person you're cheating is yourself. So as soon as I came to the first word that I did not understand, I would stop right there. I'd reach over, I'd grab the dictionary, and I looked that word up. Boom, boom, boom. I get the definition. I fucking highlight that bitch. And then I close it, go back to this book, and then I would read. But this, I reread that sentence or whatever. And when I come across that word now I knew the meaning. Like, you know what I mean? And so at first it took me like forever to fucking read a book. Forever at first. Like, because, I mean, honestly, straight through, because I'd have to stop at like every couple words and look it up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. You know, Mr. fucking horse rider, I don't know fucking who, but cowboy man, or not even cowboy man, just, you guys know what I'm talking about. Like, I go to read and go like, so dad left and he told his family he'll be back in a fortnight. And then he called, and I'd stop myself right there. I'd stop because I'd be like, what the fuck is a fortnight? Do you guys know what a fortnight is? Let me know in the comments. So I didn't know what a fortnight was. So I go, fuck. So I'd stop. I'd open up the dictionary. I'd look it up. Definition of fortnight, 2 weeks. 2 weeks, right? Oh, cool. It means 2 weeks. I go back and I start that where I left off. So whatever his name is, told his family, I'll be back in a fortnight. Oh, 2 weeks. He told us I'll be back in 2 weeks. Okay, Dad. And everybody was happy. Da, 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 da. You know what I mean? And I would do that until I just kept, I wanted to get to a point where I could read a whole fucking book, a whole book, without looking up one word. That was my goal. So next thing you know, the more I did that, I'd be just reading, and then I'd come to I'd go actually through pages where I wouldn't have to stop at all. I was like, cool. Next thing you know, I'm conquering chapters, and then after that, I'm conquering half a book. You know, at the end, I hate people. Not you people, nosy fucking people. But anyways, at the end, what happened was, I finally got to a point where I could read a whole fucking book from beginning to end. Like, I remember Chance's Lucky Lady Boss, you know, Chance's from, oh my God, what the hell's her name? Fucking, that's Collins, right? Because it's not Cindy Sheldon, it's not, oh shit. I have to look that one up. It's been so long, fuck. But it was, Chance's is the first one, and then Lucky, and then Lady Boss. So it's like a 3-book series thing, but like the first book, Chance's, It's a dope ass book, thick as fuck. That thing's like 1,000 pages or something like that. I don't know, but it's up there, you know. Is it 1,000? It might be 800. Either way, it's quite a lot of pages. Man, I was able to knock that book out, shit, in like 2 days, dude. I swear to God. Like if I really, because it was just real fast. Just and not have to look up not one word, right? Same thing. Hitting Sidney Sheldon, Hale Robbins, you know, fucking, that's a dope ass books, but I don't know what they look at now. They got tablets. But I don't know if they still read books or if they just do everything online, you know, same difference, I guess. But my point being, yeah, that's next thing you know, at one point, after I got out to shoot back to mainline, I had to retest again, and they want to see, because years had passed. And I retested, and I got a 12.9 plus, college level, 12.9 plus. But it does seem, since I've been out of jail and time has passed, I've kind of dumbed myself down quite a lot. I think so. Just I don't know, you know, life is hard. You know, we got alcohol. We got. I'm getting older. Plus, I'm not sharpening up my mind. I'm not reading like I used to read, because the internet is dumbing us all down. You know, I'm doing the same thing all the fucking time. You know what I mean? Everything. I don't even. Okay, remember the Thomas Guide? A Thomas Guide, old school shit. I'd be able to get anywhere and everywhere with the Thomas Guide. You know, you open that book up, you find your whatever, and the address, and then you map your own map. There was no GPS maps and shit, and I used to know every fucking freeway, everything. Now I'm lost just driving to the fucking liquor store and shit. If it's a block away, like, did I make a turn here? Without my navigation and shit, because we're all becoming so dependent on these things that it's kind of fucking us up in a way. The words is dumbing us down. You know what I mean? We're all, because we're becoming like, and I think it was I don't know if it was Tesla or who, you know what I mean? But somebody was saying that literally someone up there, you know, in money and power and whatever, it was saying that we're basically AIs now. I mean, and what that meant is we depend so much on everything to do with online and AI. I mean, we can't even find our way to the fucking anything, you know what I mean, without that GPS. Everything we want to do, people don't matter if their penmanship is really funky, then it's gonna stay funky, you know what I mean, because they're just typing now, you know what I mean? Motherfuckers can't spell for shit, you know what I mean? Like, I can spell, but I know I can't, I'm not as sharp as I used to be. You know what I mean? So, and I know Tesla, Elon Musk, you know what I mean? There's also like Mr. Tesla himself. I don't know, I don't remember his first name, but I have to think about it, but whatever, I don't care. But Elon Musk, you know what I mean? I believe it was him who said that. So, I don't know. I guess I was trying to let you guys know. I apologize for the last video. It was fucking garbage. I just kind of told the story real quick again, you know what I mean? Like, about what happened to dude. I wanted to sound not so stupid and just get to the point. Like you guys always say, get to the point, fucker. So, I'm going to do that from now on. I'm going to make sure that I'm less, like, or questioning what I'm thinking, or thinking what I could say and not say and all that, you know what I mean? And I'm just going to roll with the story and do the best that I can, you know what I mean? So, oh, and once again, I was just on the HATERWorld. That was actually a blessing. I got lucky. I'm nobody. Definitely no one to be sitting on that dude's blue couch with like people who really got some like shit going for them. You know what I mean? But shout out for them, because man, everybody there was fucking dope as fuck. Hella dope. Like, and Blue Devil, hella dope. Like, his homies fucking, they embraced me with open arms, man. And I'm just, shout out to them, to the Loonies, to Blue Devil, to John Diesel, Royalty, Bam Bam, and all my subscribers, all the hopefully new ones to come, to all the campoleros, all the homies, all, you know what I mean, same difference, to the homies up north, to the homies down south, you know what I mean, it's all good, all love. And even, you know, to the 13s and the 14s, homies, to everybody who's watching, shout out to you. I'm gonna cut this short. With that, gonna say, radio, tonight is definitely a late night, dalegas.
Down in Southeast Los, where the shadows grow long, where the brave and the reckless sing a different song. Mr. Cisco and Puppet holding down the block, while Monster and Death make the whole city rock. Dreamers dreaming of a kingdom of blue. Reformers the lifestyle that we always knew. From the west side VIA, where the locals reside, there is nowhere for cowards or snitches to hide. We are the loony gang, and we ain't no joke. Life in the barrio is more than just smoke. Real as they come, reppin' that SUR13. You see the blue devil that is riding with me. Southeast Los, where the blue flags fly, underneath the smog of a heavy gray sky. Looney's 13, we are taking the crown. From the streets to the prison, we never back down. Money and chains, and the stolen rides, carrying the weight with our barrio pride. Fuck how you feel if you're hating our world. Watch how the banners of war get unfurled. Wrong decision if you step in our path, you're gonna feel the full sting of the Southside's wrath. We move with precision and we move with the heat. Campolero was risen right off of the street. Face tattoos telling stories of time in the hole, while the life of a gangster is taking its toll. Showing love and respect to Cisco's whole crew. Walking with loyal, through and through. I'm stepping back for the homie to attack. When the vatos roll up, there is no turning back. Drugs in the pocket and guns in the waist. Life in the fast lane with a bitter taste. Bitches and riches and the power we crave. From the cradle of the barrio to the edge of the grave. We are the riders, the loonies, the kings, dealing with the chaos that the SUR brings. Southeast Los, where the blue flags fly, underneath the smoke of a heavy gray sky. Looney's 13, we are taking the crown. From the streets to the prison, we never back down. Money and chains, and the stolen rides, carrying the weight with our barrio pride. Southeast Los is the place we belong. Looney gang lifestyle steady and strong. SUR13 until the day that I die. Watching the bluebirds in the Los Angeles sky. Keep it real. Reformers.